Hello, my lovely kids. Rise and shine, my bright stars of Gurukul English Medium School. We are back in our English class with one more interesting lesson. That is lesson number 13, and the name of the lesson is Let's Wait. Children, this lesson is a monologue. Monologue means a long speech given by someone or talking about their self. And in this lesson, a girl is talking about herself, that how she feels about her family. Children, just tell me, whom do you love the most in the world? Of course, your mother, father, brother and sister. Sometimes it happens you want something or you want to tell something to them and they don't listen to you, so you get upset of that. But children, at that time you never think that they are the person who love and care for you the most. The lesson is all about this. So listen carefully what the girl wants to tell. Maybe you will find yourself somewhere in her feelings. Lesson number 13. Let's wait. A monologue. When some things go against their wishes, little children sometimes feel very sad and lonely. They don't realize how much the people around them love them. It's only when they wait and think properly that they understand it. Let's hear what this girl has to say.
Friends, do you want to listen how I feel? Come with me. This is the worst day of my life. I am feeling very sad. You may not believe it, but I am the saddest person on this earth. The reason is that nobody loves me. I have a family, mommy, daddy, granny, and a younger sister. I have been sitting here behind the sofa for the whole day. Okay, for the last 8 hours. Alright, at least an hour. And at least 10 whole minutes, and no one has noticed. They are all interested only in my sister. Even when she cries for no reason, they all rush to her, pick her up and give her whatever she wants. I should really go away and live in some interesting places. I think I will become a hermit and wander in the mountains and forests. I will eat the fruit on trees and make friends with birds and animals.
Hermit means a person who lives alone and apart from the society. Wander means to walk aimlessly.
Or I could ride away on a camel and live in a desert. At night, I will sleep in a tent. Or better still, I will travel to the North Pole and live in an igloo made of ice. I will make friends with the polar bear.
Igloo means a type of dome shaped built from blocks of solid snow.
What's that? Something soft against my back. Oh, it's Baby, what are you doing here? You silly! Go away! Don't smile at me! Why do you follow me? Ch, ch. Is there nobody else in the house to look after you? Don't come here. You may bump into something and I will get all the scolding. Why do you have to do everything that I do? Copycat.
Bump means a light blow. Scolding means to be angry. Copycat means a person who copies other.
Oh, never mind. Really, the people in this house, they should look after her better. I am a grown-up girl now. I can manage on my own. But what about this little baby? Come baby, let's crawl out from here.
Crawl means move forward on the hands and knees.
When I go away, I will take you with me. Or you will keep crying for me all the time and they won't even guess what the matter is with you. I really cannot go away when you are so small. Let's wait till you are a little older.
Children, have you listened what the little girl wants to tell? She thinks that no one in her family loves her anymore because of her younger sister, and she wants to leave her house and want to go and roam in the mountains, in the desert, or in the North Pole. She wants to make Polar Bear her friend and wants to live in an igloo and in a tent. She dislikes her sister because her parents love her sister more than her. But at a time she don't want to leave her alone because she thinks that her parent would not understand her also, and at that time she will be alone. So now she will wait until her sister grows up and then she will think to leave the house. But children, it is not like that. Our parents love us the most in the world. They always think about us, so you should always be thankful and grateful to them. Hope you understood the lesson and enjoyed it. Children, complete your writing work in your workbook every day. Read the lesson once. That is all for today. Thank you, my dear students. Goodbye. What's up, kids? Rise and shine, my sparkles of Gurukul English Medium School. How are you doing? I hope you all are completing your work every day. Today we are back again in our English class with a new and interesting lesson. Children, look at this picture. Can anyone tell me what is this? Yes, you are right. This is a lighthouse, and our today's lesson is all about lighthouse. Children, do you know that there are 18,600 lighthouses in all over the world and 185 lighthouses in all over India, and we recognize 7th August as National Lighthouse Day. Now children, first we will read the poem and then I will tell you more about the lighthouse. Hope you all are ready to sing the poem with me. First I will sing, then you will repeat with me. Let's start. Lesson number 14. I would like to be a lighthouse. I would like to be a lighthouse, all scrubbed and painted white. I would like to be a lighthouse and stay awake all night to keep my eye on everything that sails my patch of sea. I would like to be a lighthouse with the ships all watching me. Now children, you will repeat with me. Okay? I would like to be a lighthouse, all scrubbed and painted white. I would like to be a lighthouse and stay awake all night to keep my eye on everything that sails my patch of sea. I would like to be a lighthouse with the ships all watching. I know you all enjoyed singing the poem with me. Now children, I will explain you the poem and also how lighthouse works. So, in this poem, the poet wants to be a lighthouse. He wants to be rubbed, clean and painted fully in white color as the lighthouse is. The poet wants to be a lighthouse and want to awake all the night. Children, lighthouse generally works at night because in the daytime we are getting sunlight and at night there is no sunlight. So, lighthouse flashes the light to help the ships to find out their way. That's why the poet wants to awake all night like lighthouse to help others. The poet wants to be a lighthouse as he can watch carefully each and everything, whatever sails under the flashes of light that is thrown by him on the sea, so that all the ships can see him, they can take help of him and find their way easily. So children, hope you understood the meaning of the poem. Now we will know why does the poet wants to be a lighthouse and how does lighthouse work and how it looks. For that, first look at this picture and tell me what is this. Yes children, very good. This is a torchlight. When it is dark, we cannot see anything. At that time, torchlight helps us to watch everything in the same way when it is dark and the ships cannot find out their way. At that time, a lighthouse helps them.
Is a tower, building or tall structure on the seashore.
Lighthouse is a big, huge building and it is built on the seashore or upon the rocks.
from the lighthouse, big beams or flashes of light are thrown out.
Children, as lighthouse is a huge building and from its top big flashes of lights are thrown on the sea.
These beams help ships at sea to navigate to find their way across the sea.
And the flashes of light helps the ship to find out their way across the sea.
Tell the ships that there is a port nearby. It is safe to go near the port, or that there are dangerous rocks under the sea, etc.
Children, the lighthouse indicates the ships that there is a port nearby and they can load and upload their goods at the port, or it indicates that nearby there are dangerous rocks under the sea. So don't come nearby and change your way. Now children, if the lighthouse is situated on the seashore, it indicates that there is a port, and if the lighthouse is built upon the rocks in the middle of the sea, that means there is danger or big rocks under the sea.
In days of old, modern means of communication like radio, mobile phones, internet were not available to people. Therefore, the warning signals of the lighthouse were very useful to ships.
In the olden days, there were no modern means of communication like radio, mobile, internet available. So, to indicate safe place or danger, lighthouses were very useful to the sailor and ships. Because the daytime there were sunlight, but after sunset it was difficult to find out the way for the ships. At that time, the lights of lighthouse were helpful for ships.
In today's age of radio, TV, the internet, satellite services, many other facilities are available to ships and aeroplanes when they travel across the sea.
But children, nowadays we have various means of communication such as radio, TV, internet, satellite, and many more facilities for the ships as well as aeroplanes to find out their way with the help of advanced means of communication. Children, hope now the poem is clear to you. But this poem also gives you a message that when you get success in your life, you should be helpful to others, like as lighthouse help the ships to find out their way in dark. You should also help others when they are in need. So children, hope you enjoyed the poem as well as learned something new. I wish you all get success in your goals and help others as lighthouse help the ships to find out their way. Children, complete your work every day and read the poem twice. that is all for today. See you in our next class. Till then, see you. Love you all. Goodbye.